Here's the thing with Comic-Con and these Marvel announcements that they've done. They've done some Phase 4 announcements.
You knew they were going to be big because Marvel has backed off of Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
They way backed off. They send like a skeleton crew out there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the first year they're like, all right, we're coming hard this year.
Yeah. Marvel said, we ain't going to Comic-Con until we have something to say. And boy, we got a speech for y'all. Nothing can beat the power of that classic black tee with the white logo. Oh, man, catch the spirit with that glowing logo right there. Martin, only one I think can actually power the whole, can take on the Holy Spirit is a great powerful Oz. We can't get by without your support. That's how we do get by, with you. So, and I say this I'm being serious. I see, that's why people go to different platforms. They're tired of ad money affecting their revenue.
Sure.
They're tired of people's behavior affecting their revenue. We have none of those problems around here because we're completely on our own, and we do that with you. So please subscribe, donate, do whatever you can to keep us going. Everybody was excited, and they did an announcement about a couple of things that I'm really excited about. But I have some feedback because I like the announcements that y'all did. I think that this is very promising. But as I said, Martin, they didn't really do it my way. Oh. I just have a suggestion or two. A recommendation. Most of it is praise, though.
All right. You know?
Okay. So the most exciting thing I think that they announced there, and it's official, Mahershala Ali is Blade. You can see he's got the hat on, so you know it's true.
He was giving Taika Waititi surprise. Like,
I know.
Oh shit, he's Blade.
I know. Look at it. Taika Waititi. Way to go, Mahershala. Way to go, bro. I like the way.
Yeah, it's almost like he's fanboying, and at that time he's like, "Oh shit!
Taika Waititi's like, "Oh, can I get your autograph, Blade? Blade, hey, Blade."
Mr. Tambourine Man.
Tessa Thompson looked like somebody lost their kid at the family picnic.
I wanted to be female Thor.
Yeah, she got the little pigtails on. Yeah,
That bitch Natalie Portman told me she would never come back.
Yeah, boy, she looking mad too. She's like, I've put how many years in this movies, and that bitch took that from me. But we're talking about Blade for right now, and they put out and it's official. Like I said, they put out a title screen. There it is, Blade. Marvel Studios right above it, and a lot of people are pleasantly shocked about this.
Yeah,
like I said, this is a lot of people say, man, I didn't see it coming. I did.
Did you?
Man, I knew the brother was trying to be Blade when he did that Battle Angel movie, man. Look, he's trying out for that shit right now.
You're right.
That movie, man, you remember we said he had hardly anything to do in that movie? Yeah, he did auditioning for Blade. That was nothing but a demo reel for him.
I'll do this movie if I can wear this particular costume.
Shit, it got to the point that they said, Mahershala, you got to put the sword away.
Yeah, right?
My character can't have a sword. And it is the most exciting news at Comic-Con, I think, because that is the one bit of news that nobody saw coming at all. Marvel had a good strategy, man. They were distracting with bits of news before Comic-Con even came.
Right.
So they were just laying out these little
look over here.
These little bits over here.
Look over here.
And meanwhile, nobody saw Blade just coming from the back, ready to kick you up in your ass,
breathing down your neck,
biting your neck.
With Blade! Hey, man!
Yeah. They were saying, they were announcing Black Widow, we know, Thor, we heard about that earlier, but that's the one that got everyone's attention.
Yeah, and it was, and we call so many people liars.
We did.
Yeah, we did. They were telling the truth. We were like, no, man, really, Mahershala Ali's gonna be like, man, stop lying, man. You ain't gonna.
That's your wish list.
Yeah. Everybody, because him and I were like, you ain't gonna get us with that one.
Yeah, we were actually like, is this an MCU movie? And people weren't like confirming that. It's like, well, it's a movie. No. Confirm if it's part of the MCU, and they finally did. So I was like, that was so exciting.
And they're talking about, okay, what prompted this? Why make this now? And so there's a bunch of articles out there explaining why Kevin Feige, why he wanted to do at this moment now a Blade reboot, if you will. Like I'm looking at this on IGN, but IGN I think it took it from another thing. They say here, the answer's simple, quote unquote, right here. Blade now because of Mahershala, and Mahershala because he loves Blade. It says here, now that he's won his Oscar for Green Book, when Mahershala calls, you answer. So it was that simple.
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
Something that's going to make this movie not fail no matter what.
Yeah.
A 2-time Oscar winner in the last few years. Makes sense.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali called. He said, hey, I want to play Blade. And Kevin Feige like, hey, can you start Monday? Sure, man. It's that easy. Now, I'm going to tell you something. See, this is where you ain't going to bullshit me. Nothing happens that easy in Hollywood at all. It's all business. The reason why they really want to make the reason why now they want to make another Blade movie is because they saw how much money these Negroes spent on that Panther. They said, I know what y'all doing, man. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, in as much as with the black characters before, they were kind of like, well, we don't know. The old models show that this doesn't really, and now they have something that's like, all right, all this old data, throw that away.
Yeah. Yep. They saw,
and people love Blade. They've been waiting for a Blade comeback, even if it's with Wesley Snipes.
And that is the thing, man. Y'all are not gonna, y'all been asking for some other heroes out there, but they were like, nah, man, we going with something tried, true, and proven. Everybody, and the thing is that white and black love Blade, but if people show up for Black Panther, something that wasn't even proven yet, like they did. Shit, imagine if they show up. Imagine we put out the one that they love, the Daywalker.
These people are our food.
They've got their claws into everything. Politics, finance, real estate.
But not if Blade got something to say about it. Every black person today was just like, yes, except for Wesley Snipes. What? Except for Blade himself.
He showed up recently, sort of as Blade, in that series, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh,
he had a cameo appearance.
Yeah, they had an episode with all these actors who played famous vampires in other movies, like as a vampire council, and he was part of that. Even though he was talking over Skype in it, I mean, he literally phoned it in. But he was there.
Yeah, is he still on house arrest for taxes? But no, that's that fake ass Blade. Everybody wants this real Blade. And as we said, man, Martin made a joke about this earlier. It's like they doing a reboot with somebody that looks just like Wesley Snipes. I'm telling you, they played it safe with this, man. But that is why, man, I'm sure and also, I mean, that's not the only reason why. I mean, seriously, some people they said, damn, y'all all up Iron Man's iron ass, man. Right? And it's like, and then like everybody like, yo, bro, man, Iron Man, Tony, you started the MCU, you the one that kicked it off. No. True that he kicked it off in this sense where we have the Marvel Universe now, but before that, one of their most successful Marvel characters on screen was Blade.
Yeah.
Blade's like the grandfather of the modern day superhero film.
Well, yeah, when like the whole new way superhero movies got done, started with Blade.
Yep.
Yeah,
It went from Blade to the X-Men to Spider-Man, and it was an evolutionary leap with each one of those.
And and I think that's why another reason why they want to bring this in. First and foremost, they know black people going to turn out and pay for this. They know everybody else is going to turn out and pay for this, just because it's such a and it went from being a cult movie with people to like, hey man, yeah, this thing is. Everybody loves this.
Well, you're bringing together the black audience and the goth audience all in one. It's everybody who loves vampires and everybody who's black.
Again, Martin, it's all black. If you ain't black, right. If you ain't black, you dressed in black.
What was so good about the original Blade was just how it mixed genres. It was the action audience and the horror audience.
I think it was a successful film, but it got just more mainstream as time went on.
Absolutely.
As the MCU continues to get big and bigger, you hear more people say today more and more they're like, hey man, what about Blade? That was the thing that really caught on, and I think that's why Kevin Feige really said we need to do this, because when everybody was talking about, Marvel's first big black hero on the screen, everybody like, yo, man, Blade.
The thing about Blade is, like, say, it has the third movie that nobody likes.
Yeah.
But nobody walked away going, I don't want to see another Blade movie.
Sure.
They just like, I want to see more Blade, just not like that.
Yeah, and people said, I just want to see more Blade, period. That was a big mistake trying to like start Blade and
getting spinoffs and
Blade and the Mystery Gang, whatever. The only thing with this that has people thinking and speculating now, because it's not going to be part of Phase 4, is what I heard from. I just read that a little while ago. Blade, they put the title out there and everything. Everybody thinks it's going to be part of the next phase. I've just heard that it's not. I don't know what phase it's going to be in. I don't know what it's going to do. Phase 5 is what they're saying. And see, and this is what has me wondering, because I'm reading so many different things. Maybe you guys have heard differently.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, that's what people, when we said, is this going to be a movie? And everybody kept saying, yes, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. Today I read, well, no one really knows what this is. But then I read somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. Because then I read somewhere else that, yes, it is a movie. With this being not Phase 4, and nobody can like get on the same page as to what this is, and if you can let us know, chat or whoever out there, please send us an email. Let us know. But if you know, fine. But I keep hearing different things, and that has me worried. And with no one knowing what this is, I'm hesitant to get my hopes up, because it could be a movie, it could be a Disney Plus show. At the same time, it could be a Hulu show if we don't really know what it is. I mean, I would think that if they're introducing this at Comic-Con with all their Phase 4 announcements, that's what I was thinking. Like, well, they're doing a Phase 4 announcement, so I guess it's part of this. But then today I hear it's Phase 5, so it could be anything.
Yeah, and I've heard that this is just the beginning of Phase 4. This is what they have so far. And so this Phase 4, like Phase 3 lasted a long time.
True.
So Phase 4 might have been longer. We didn't even see an Avengers movie announced, like part of that phase.
You didn't see Avengers, Black Panther, or Guardians.
Yes.
Right.
So I think this is probably like the beginning, maybe middle portion of Phase 4, and maybe Blade will come in along with Guardians and things at the end of that.
But see, there are so many other things that are happening, which I wonder. Okay, I hope that it's a movie, but But hey, I'm not going to rule Hulu out, because Blade starts to fit in with these darker heroes. I'm getting nerdy on you. Moon Knight, and also like Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider, the Robbie Reyes one, that show is going to Hulu. Damn, he fucked his ass.
Oh, he did.
He was suspecting. Oh God, no!
Man, he cooked that. You see, I thought he was going there and just kind of driving him crazy. No, he went in there and roasted his ass. Watch this dude right here.
That's acting right there.
I was laughing at because somebody's clearly burning in there or something, and he's just barely kind of like, I don't know about this. Now that smells kind of bothering me. And it's like,
This dude right here.
Oh man,
I like my
hills.
Yeah.
I like my man.
Yeah.
Damn, let me see if I can get a taste of that. And watch when he come out. Look at this. Man, it's hot up in here. Oh. He was the furthest back. It beat everybody to the exit. It has me worried, because now with what Disney is doing, with these announcements that they've done, Disney now has the capability of possibly bringing all these into this, this one universe. Going by that slogan, it's all connected. Because they said that for the longest time. They even had let me see here. They even had they put out books about it. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. Look, it's all connected. They put out there how all these things are going to, no matter where they are or what form they're in, as long as they have that Marvel logo on there, everything is going to be a part of each other. And that turned out to be complete bullshit. This whole Netflix thing with them talking about that's all connected. No, that's bullshit, man. This whole thing with and I think Jake even told me, like, this whole thing where they tried to build up a mini universe on Netflix with the Defenders, with Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and that other guy. They, when they were doing that, You know, they did make it sound like, yeah, this is you might not see it immediately, but you know, give us some time. All these things will make sense down the line. And it never did, man. It never did. And now we see that is complete bullshit because, you know, Blade, as we have coming out now, was same guy's Cottonmouth, same actor.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Now Cottonmouth the gangster is now a black vampire hunter.
Well, that's what happened to him after he fell out the window.
Is that what
Vampire bit him.
Makes sense.
We didn't see that part.
It's all connected.
So it is all connected. How did I not think of it? Well, I mean, how you explain this? Because we should have known, man, we should have known that was bullshit a long time ago when we saw Alfred Woodard giving Tony Stark them black mama eyes in our hallway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Them angry black mama eyes right there. And then she went on to be Maria Stokes and Luke Cage. Just like
Mariah Stokes, man.
Mariah Stokes. What I call Luke Stokes. Whatever.
You mix two characters together.
It don't matter. It ain't connected.
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't.
But yeah, you're right. Having actors double like that.
At the time, I said, man, I just don't think all this is gonna be as connected as they say. And it turns out that yes, Jake, you were saying you can just you don't have to like go on a long spiel, but you said you heard somewhere that this is not connected.
I read some interview where like the reporter asked him the question and he basically answered.
So
the question without answering.
a reporter answered it, and it kind of just indicated like, yeah. And I even think that Kevin Feige was kind of leaving a way out because the television part does not get along with the movie
that's
section.
famous about his
Ike
feud
Perlmutter.
with the television department.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't even like any of this.
Here's my strong suggestion of what you should do with this. This is why I say if you know do this, just listen to me. Do it my way. just this once.
Just listen to me.
Just
Everything
listen
will
to
be
me.
fine.
Just this one time.
Just do what I say.
No one ever listens to me, but this is one time. Blade needs to be a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a show, not even on Disney Plus. Like if you want to put it on Disney Plus, that's fine.
Nah.
But make it a movie. I'm not even talking about a rated R movie. Make it a movie. The reason why is because you got cosmic, you got magical, you got Earthbound now. Now it's time to introduce horror. This will be another game changer for Marvel if they do this, and it'll be right up there. And it would make sense to bring in the horror right now because it would. You know, they're saying this is Phase 5, so maybe it won't really coincide, but it'll fit right in with what they're trying to do with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is what they announced. Apparently, that's going to be a horror comedy. Now, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be rated R at all. Again, but they say it's going to like actually kind of have more of a horror tone to it.
Yeah, they said there'll be comedic elements to it in much the same way that Doctor Strange was, how his interactions with Wand.
Yeah.
But Benedict Cumberbatch, he talked about specifically it's going to be more horror based.
Yeah, So and the reason why it's important to do it as a movie, because if you do it as a movie, you can make an honest reboot. You can make a true reboot out of it and actually make it fit in. None of this stuff where you trying to like allude to the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Hey, the green guy, and I don't want to hear that shit. All right, you don't have to tiptoe around things. Everything will fit right in place and everything will work together. And that is what I think that'd be great for Blade. I would love to see that because look. Maybe you can start introducing some things that they couldn't do in the movie that are in the comics that would please comic fans. Like about how Blade actually learned his skills through the power of jazz. Apparently there was a guy named Jamal Afari who moved into the cat house that he was raised in, the brothel that he was raised in, and he was a jazz man, but knew something about knives too.
I don't know if you want to do that.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to, man.
Yeah, maybe some things.
Maybe. Hey, they could play with time. Time travel's a big thing. Maybe Blade could actually go back to the 70s and we get that Soul Brother Afro where he looked like he was like dressed like he was in a funk band. Oh man, looked like he was part of Parliament Funkadelic.
Which member of Parliament was? Dr.
One nation under a groove. On a serious note, I mean, you could have fun with things like that, but on a more serious note, like I said, you could have him properly fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe without trying to do what they did with the Defenders here, which was a cool experiment, but in the end didn't exactly live up to what people wanted and didn't live up to his own hype. I would like to, now that we have Mahershala, is that how you say?
Mahershala
Ali as Blade. I would love it if they cast Wesley Snipes as Cottonmouth in a Luke Cage show or a Luke Cage movie, or Luke Cage ever makes an appearance.
Trade, see? Yeah,
do a trade, yeah,
everybody.
Hey, they got some good news and bad news, Wesley. This is probably one of the darker characters that we see brought into. One that has rated R roots get brought into the MCU.
Sure.
And if you do that, you can start introducing other characters into the MCU that people keep saying they can't do it, they won't ever do it, they never will do it. And I say, bullshit, they can. I keep telling you, my dream is to see them actually do a proper MCU, a Marvel Cinematic Universe Punisher, to bring him in.
Well, I tell you, with this whole thing they're doing with Doctor Strange, with Scarlet Witch is going to be in that, I guess the co-star. It makes me wonder if they're going to take advantage of this to go like, you know what? When we do these sequels, like you think about the sequels they did with, say, Iron Man and Thor, and how their number 2 movie was just, they felt like another episode. It wasn't until the third movies or when they brought in other characters with them that it felt like, okay, now this is progressing, or you're giving me something.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And this will be, with this phase 4 and 5, this is the opportunity to, when you do these second movies, to say, yeah, yes, but you're also going to have a partner in this.
Yeah.
We're bringing in other characters. Other characters
Yes.
have wanted, we haven't touched on. This will be a way to introduce them as well.
Yeah, you don't have to do a whole Punisher movie. You don't have to do anything.
No.
Damn, what? He ain't even fighting nobody. He's on some shit right now.
I kill everybody. I waste all you mother.
He's hallucinating. She gets skulls. Get away from me. Get out.
One gun is firing on an orphanage.
He's lost his mind. You can start introducing these characters, and they don't have to have an origin story that to be introduced. And you can start covering up for some things that you start out good with. But now, season 2 of The Punisher was not that great on Netflix, in my opinion. You know what? I even skipped one episode. It didn't make a difference at all. None at all. But that was great. That was cool to have this Punisher for the time that we had it. But now, let's go ahead and kind of fix what they. Jesus, I guess you didn't see that episode. He pistol whipped somebody with a rifle. Pistol whipped them with a shotgun. Yeah. Pistols. I don't do that shit.
Knock his teeth out.
Yeah, I could pull the trigger, but
let's get a proper Punisher for this universe. And I'm still holding out for my biggest dream, and I don't think they'll ever do it. But I would love if they have the perfect opportunity to do it. I already mentioned it, where they have Spider-Man on the run. You can introduce the Punisher as the guy who's hunting him. If you saw Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movie, sure. Spider-Man he's been pinned for a crime he didn't commit, and everybody knows who he is. That would be the perfect time to bring out the Punisher, where the Punisher was introduced in now a classic episode, what's considered a collector's item here. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man number 129. Again, I know it seems like we're going off on the Punisher, but Punisher's a dark character that's right there with Blade and Moon Knight and some other characters out there. This would be a great time to kind of introduce these characters and show that they can, because of Blade and what he's done, that these other characters can work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You got other characters that people have been asking about now. They've been saying some of these characters might go to Hulu, but if it works, it'd probably be more suited for Disney Plus. But you can see, because of Blade, bringing in Moon Knight. If they do Blade properly and make him a movie to where they show that he works.
Yeah. A superhero that suffers from mental illness.
Yeah.
Which is something we have seen before, but maybe not examined in such a way.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the bad thing is, if they do make a movie about Blade, y'all need to drop this shit right now. Do not get your hopes up. Disney ain't doing no rated R. They proved that when they told y'all to shut up real quick. When y'all talking about maybe Black Widow will be rated R, they said no, no,
not ours,
not at all. Yeah, if you think she gonna pull her titties out and be killing everybody all the whole time with blood all over her body, no, hell no.
Oh, she gonna fight Taskmaster?
Yeah, that was another announcement they made. Taskmaster, he's the villain, the main villain.
Huh.
Takes place in between Civil War and Infinity War.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Disney did look. I don't mind that, man. I like a lot of people. I so hung up on this rated R stuff because they want to see the violence and everything. I'm not. If they can do it and it's really part of the story. That's fine. But I'm not absolutely convinced that you always need a rated R, a R rating to make a good story.
No, you don't. I only want it with characters like Wolverine and the Punisher, who are killing dudes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with a lot of gore. It's the way they operate.
Yep.
There's only so many times I can watch Wolverine stab somebody and there's no blood before I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I gotta call bullshit on this.
Well, you better get used to it because Wolverine coming back.
Well, hey man, look, they've given me the greatest Wolverine movie of all time.
That's right.
Yeah.
At this point, whatever they do, that's some other guy.
Yeah, and that's my point. With they've done a lot of gory things with the Punisher. It's like, let's just see what they would do where he would fit in some of the stories that people really are familiar with, and what they can do with those stories when they bring it to the big screen. But Disney Plus is adamant, and Disney with their movies. They're like, look, if we making this part of at least for now, from what I understand, if we're making this part of the MCU. It might be a hard PG-13, but it's going to be PG-13.
I guess I just kind of want someone to point to a vampire film in particular that is rated PG-13, but does have enough violence. It's like, okay, I could see Blade doing the same stuff like that. Like I can't.
Buffy.
I can't think of a vampire movie off the top of my head. Hey, I know. Just shut up. All right, I'm being serious. Like a vampire movie that actually has the level of violence I can see Blade doing.
You asked. you didn't say specifics, man. But no, I get it. But I don't. Well, we'll see what they'll do, because I mean that's what we're gonna have.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. Just to alleviate my concerns.
Yeah. And another thing that I think people might be a little worried about is seeing some cool characters that would fit with Blade, like what is this? Morbius, the living vampire. That's not going to happen anytime soon with a Blade, because Sony still has him. Sony's making a movie with Jared Leto right now.
That's happening. That's real.
That is real, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. No, that's from the set. That picture right there.
That's his costume.
Yeah. Yep.
And
a hoodie. So they got it ain't got no budget for things that ain't proven.
Damn.
Man, he's working at Resident Evil budget.
Yeah. Oh my God. Man. It's too bad, because then you can have that crossover with Spider-Man, because he's both a Spider-Man villain and a Blade Spider-Man villain ally, and same with Blade.
Yeah, Sony had that in the Spider-Man package. So
damn.
All of these, I'd rather they do a movie than a series.
Yeah, I would too.
But I would say if they're gonna do a series, 6 to 8 episodes.
Yep.
Brother, thank you. Yeah,
that's it. Now your story won't support more than that.
Yeah.
And if you got more story than that, then save it for the next season.
And that's why I think if you do a show, I don't think it's going to be a show, but I'm glad to see that you got an actor as busy as Mahershala Ali, because he's like, look, y'all got me for this amount of time. You ain't got me for a whole 13 episodes now. Get this shit done. Blade is cool, but not this goddamn long.
Although he was willing to do True Detective.
That's true. That's true.
He's done a lot of TV stuff. That's kind of how he got his career going. Starting with like House of Cards is what really put him on the map.
That's right. Yeah, that's where he started.
And then Luke Cage, those limited amount of episodes he was on. Yeah, he's done that a while.
See, I'm so proud of him. I always knew him as the black dude from the Hunger Games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just knew him from House of Cards.
See, I had never watched House of Cards, so that's why I didn't know. I knew everybody
he's great
else.
in that. He's great in that show.
Yeah.
No, I knew everybody else knew who he was. I had never watched House of Cards, which I wanted to, but then I was scared of getting my dick grabbed. Childish.
How do I transition out of this segment? Reference my dick. I'll do it. That's good.
I'll go for the old
Lowest
standby.
common denominator.
Yeah. The old standby right here. How you in it with me?
I'm gonna have to use you again. I hope you don't mind.
Break glass. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, please. And you know what? You already like spending time with us. You can't get enough of us. Go check out our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long version of this video right here, along with the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. We work very hard for you. So please support us at our store, dtmerch.com. And remember to always stay toasted.